Coming up on this edition of SBU TV News, lung cancer in Cattaraugus County posts high rates, and a spooky ride in Ellicottville thrills guests. Welcome to SBU TV News. I'm Al Harris.
And I'm Kathleen Donnelly. Lung cancer in Cattaraugus County is among the highest in the state. SBU TV reporter Bridget has more.
The Cattaraugus County Health Department, lung cancer rates in the county are unacceptably high compared to the rest of the state.
We're not happy with those rates. I mean, that's something we will continue to work on.
From 1999 to 2003, Cattaraugus County reported 382 incidences of lung and bronchus cancer. 264 of these cases were fatal.
That trend will still continue over a period of time because of the age of the smokers. However, we hope in the next 5 to 10 years we see those numbers drop.
Nichole said other factors can be genetics and even more often environment.
Unexplained at this point still are many environmental factors that we can't always explain. We had a recent death in this county of a 32-year-old man who was a smoker, but a 32-year-old smoker dying of lung cancer is very unusual. Well, we came to know also that this person had worked in a situation where he was around asbestos since he was 17. So right out of high school, besides being a smoker, he also was exposed on a daily, at least 5 days a week, to asbestos. So the combination of the two can certainly be fatal.
Concerned citizens can contact the County Health Department for more specific information.
I could give you resources perhaps within that village or township that you could contact. That's very important.
If you do have concerns about cancer, Nicholes recommends you look to reliable sources for answers.
Always look at where the information came from and talk to people at the local level that really do know.
For SBU TV, I'm Bridget Fraize.
Early detection is the key to surviving breast cancer, but where can women go if they can't afford the screening? SBU TV's Kelly Eschberger has the story, the first of a two-part series for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Tucked inside the Cattaraugus County Office Building in the Health Department is the Healthy Women's Partnership, a federal program through the Centers for Disease Control.
It's for women who are uninsured or underinsured, and the underinsured means they may have insurance, but maybe a really high copay or a high spend down.
These women receive free or low-cost breast and cervical cancer screening.
Since the partnership started in 1994, it has discovered 2,900 cases of breast cancer across New York State.
What we're trying to do is catch cancer before it gets so that the treatment becomes very invasive, becomes very hard to take care of.
For SBU TV, I'm Kelly Eschberger.
For more information, please call 716-373-8050.
In the city of Olean, parents are praising the efforts of a longtime teacher at the YMCA. Our own Jessica Ansuini has more.
Toys clattering, a child's laugh, classroom chatter. These can be found at the Olean Family YMCA bright and early each morning. And you will also find another classroom fixture, Lorna Thornbury. Lorna has been teaching nursery and preschool in the community for 35 years and has no intentions of slowing down.
I just decided that it keeps me young. I love it. We're only doing morning classes now. I'll probably work forever.
Her reputation is always a part of town conversation, and parents are confident when they drop their children off and leave them in Lorna's hands.
I've never ever heard a bad thing about her, never once.
During nursery school sign-up, parents line up at the YMCA hours before they actually have to arrive in hopes of enrolling their child in her class.
I'm very flattered when that happens, and I think experience is your best teacher, and I think I've learned throughout the years, and I do feel that I have a great program.
One parent has even enrolled her child in the class twice because she feels that Lorna is the best person for the job.
I love Mrs. Thornbury. She loves her job, for starters, and I think that's what makes her so successful.
Here at Mrs. Thornbury's class, the children learn by having fun, but also with social interaction and character building.
Nursery school is a time for children to grow individually by interacting with others in different situations that engage them socially, physically, and mentally.
I think social skills are my main objective. I think academics are very important. We try to mesh the two.
What it all comes down to is her excitement and passion that she wakes up with every morning.
I love children. I love coming into work every morning. They make me feel really good.
Her inspiration is the children.
I love their little faces. I love their smiles.
For SBU TV, I'm Jessica Ansuini.
Next fall, Lorna Thornbury will begin her 36th year of teaching.
St. Bonaventure has been named to the first President's Higher Community Service Honor Roll for Distinguished Community Service. The award was given in recognition for the volunteer efforts by the university and its students to serve areas devastated by Hurricane Katrina. Assistant Professor of Finance Dr. James Mahar said from the Gulf Coast to the streets of Buffalo after the recent storm, the entire SBU community continues to inspire not only those that they help, but everyone involved. St. Bonaventure and 140 other institutions of higher education were recognized this week for distinguished service and named to the President's Honor Roll at the Campus Compact 20th Anniversary Celebration.
Resident directors and security have been issuing warnings for fire violations. Your room could look like this, but if you're following state and university fire codes, it shouldn't. The New York Fire Inspector will be on campus starting October 23rd, looking over all university buildings for several days. Some violations are possession of tapestries, extension cords, foreman grills, and rope lights. The fines are expensive, and you are given 48 hours to get rid of the violations. The inspections are being conducted in the month of October, which is National Fire Prevention Month.
St. Bonaventure has created a new way to assist freshmen into their move from high school to college. SBU TV's Adam Miller has more.
Mary Jane Stevens, a freshman journalism major, likes where she lives and has this to say about her peer mentors.
I love the mentors on my floor are great, and they're always there if you need to talk or just about anything. They don't.
Stephanie Herzig, a peer mentor on 4th J, plans activities for her residents.
When I've been working with the freshmen in the dorms, I've been having floor programs such as watching videos on Friday night, or I took all the freshmen around to see their classes before the first day.
Nichole Gonzalez, Director of Residence Life, says first-year experience RAs have programs specifically designed for freshmen.
We've laid out for each of the 15 weeks of this first semester, we have a program developed that has themed each week. And the RAs that are in the first year experience do have to program within those themes.
Leo Fusilli, a freshman undeclared business major, likes Bonas except for Clare College.
Basically forces you to take classes that you wouldn't originally take in your major.
Eric Carlson, a peer mentor, explains his responsibilities.
We don't have like an authoritative position. We're just like pull out a badge, like mentors. You know, we can't write anyone up or anything. But I guess it's more, you know, you're more friendly with the freshmen. You kind of get to interact with them more than an RA does.
Mary Piccioli explained the timeline St. Bonaventure used to create the first-year experience program.
A program like a first-year experience program usually is a couple years in planning. Here at Bonaventure, we decided to fast-track it. Once we decided that we wanted to incorporate first-year experience into the university experience, we began working on it in late January. So ours was a essentially February to August planning.
For SBU TV, I'm Adam Miller.
Residence Life plans to continue this program next fall.
Construction is occurring all over St. Bonaventure's campus, but is a name change in the future for one of the buildings? SBU TV's Meagan Kolkmann reports.
As many may have noticed on their drive into campus, signs directing construction workers towards the W. Walsh Science Building. But what exactly is the W. Walsh Science Building? Will De La Roche undergo a name change after its addition is complete? Construction manager Nick Eising explains.
The name of the new Science Center is the Honorable William F. Walsh Science Center. It's a new building. It's attached to the existing science building. by a glass-covered walkway.
The construction has been funded by a $13 million grant made possible by the Walsh family. Completion of the project is expected in the spring of 2008. Although the signs have been misleading, De La Roche will in fact keep the same name and also undergo renovations. For SBU TV, I'm Meagan Kolkmann.
Live video feed of all construction at SBU is available for viewing to the public at www.sbu.com.
Due to an illness in the family, Arun Ghandi had to cancel his keynote address at the 19th Annual Conference of Concerned Philosophers for Peace on Saturday. Arun is the grandson of Mahatma Gandhi. The address, scheduled for 4 p.m., will now be given by Gail Presby at the Regis Family Theater. Her presentation is entitled Walking the Path of Gandhi's Salt March, 75 Years Later. Pumpkins and hayrides and cider, oh my! A trip to Pumpkinville can make you feel like a child again. I experienced this firsthand. It's that time of the year again, and children are arriving by the busload to experience Pumpkinville Fall Village and Cider Mill in Great Valley, New York. Pumpkinville has been around since the late 60s, but was taken over and moved by owner Dan Pawlowski in 1996.
Pumpkinville it's a family village, just a seasonal agri-entertainment enterprise, primarily for people to visit a working farm.
However, Pumpkinville is more than just a pumpkin farm. There's a working antique cider mill, hayrides, various shops, and homemade pumpkin pastries. Nursery school teacher Yvonne Benson has been taking her class to Pumpkinville for years.
Oh, the kids like to check out the pumpkins. We talk about how the pumpkins grow, and so they actually get to see it. We just saw the cider mill, so that was fun. They like to see the animals and everything. So.
I want to get pumpkins.
Because you want to get pumpkins? Are you going to get a big one or a little one?
A little one.
A little one, why?
Because I'm not allowed to get a pumpkin. And a big one.
You make fun for families, and that's a neat thing.
For SBU TV, I'm Kathleen Donnelly. Pumpkinville season begins the third Saturday in September and ends on Halloween.
If you're looking for something else to do this autumn, you can find the answer in Ellicottville. SBU TV's Bridget Fraize takes a haunted walk on Somerville Valley Road.
If you follow the signs, they'll lead you to Somerville Valley Road, and a place that claims to be so haunted, people drive hours to visit.
I get people that come in here for 2 hours, 2.5 hours away to come here to do nightmare hayrides.
For 20 years, John Kent and his family operated a riding barn and rodeo. Patrons told the Kents they enjoyed it so much that they should do more.
Started talking to families about doing haunted hayrides, and we come up with the name Nightmare Hayrides on Somerville Street.
16 years later, Nightmare Hayrides has become a Halloween tradition.
Our setup here is geared to turn 700 people an hour.
Nightmare Hayride is comprised of a haunted hayride, maze, and barn. And if you make it through all three, you'll find yourself here in the vortex.
99.9% guaranteed I'll get you. It is very haunted.
The Kents begin preparations for Nightmare Hayrides in July to make sure the experience will be fun and safe for people of all ages.
Everybody gets something out of Nightmare Hayrides. If it don't scare the heck out of you, you sure do laugh a lot.
For SBU TV, I'm Bridget Fraize.
The hayride runs on weekends until Halloween. Up next, Colleen Hannon joins us with sports. Stay with us.
Venture was the best decision I've ever made. My name is Robert McDowell. I graduated in 1991 with a degree in finance. I am the assistant to the CFO of a $650 million corporation. What I remember most about St. Bonaventure turned me into the person that I knew I wanted to be, but didn't know how to get there. St. Bonaventure turned me into a leader, someone who could learn and achieve and be able to give back in many ways. Get a life worth sharing.
Welcome back. Colleen Hannon joins us with sports. Colleen?
The golf team concluded their fall season last week at Hiawatha Landing Golf Club in Oswego, New York. SBU TV's Mark Buscaglia reports.
Through thick and thin, cold and wind, the Bonnie's golf team overcame an 8-shot deficit to win the recent Binghamton Bank Classic. A school record of 281 on Sunday gave the team its third title of the fall season. This didn't come easy. It took one of the biggest comebacks golf coach Steve Campbell has seen in his 17 years with the team.
We've had a couple comebacks here and there, but I think just on somebody's home golf course where they play it so often and know it so well, I think made it a little bit more spectacular.
Junior Ryan Swanson led Bonaventure with a 3-under par 69-68, good enough for the first individual win of his college career.
The fact that I was a huge part in helping the team succeed is really all you're looking for in college golf, because without the team succeeding, you don't go anywhere or you don't do anything. So.
Classmate Andy Whalen finished 4th with rounds of 78-68, while freshman Nathan Peck's 78-71 was good enough for an 11th place finish.
Coming from behind over them was great on their home course, and I mean, to shoot 281 at that course was pretty special.
Brennan Payne fired rounds of 78-74, while Captain Ben Howe shot a closing round 75. Ball's regional rankings could see the Bonnies in the top 10 for the first time in school's history. The team knocked off Loyola, who was ranked 5th in the region 2 weeks ago when they won the Robert Morris Classic in Pittsburgh.
In the top 10, whether or not we earn the respect of those people that make the rankings is beyond me, but hopefully they see those wins and see that we beat Loyola.
For SBU TV, I'm Mark Buscaglia.
The Bonnies tee it up this spring in Florida, where they will face 23rd ranked Charlotte and Xavier University. The Bonnies men's soccer team tallied their first win of the season over George Washington recently at McGraw-Jennings Field. All-conference senior middle fielder Kevin Omokua set up freshman Samuel Mahu for the winning score 46 seconds into overtime to give the Bonnies a 2-1 win. The overtime was Bonaventure's 5th of the year and 3rd straight game at home. The Bonnies are in Richmond Friday, where they will face the Spiders at 7 p.m. The Bonnies women's soccer team lost to George Washington University last Saturday afternoon 2-1 at Mount Vernon. Freshman Leah Oleski scored her first goal of her college career at the 52-minute mark. The team closes their season against Charlotte and Richmond this weekend at McGraw-Jennings Field. That wraps up This Week in Sports.
And that's all for SBU TV. I'm Al Harris.
And I'm Kathleen Donnelly. For Colleen, Hannon, and all of us here at SBU TV, thanks for watching us and have a great week.